See, okay, first of all, I was making a joke in passing about how Comrade's organs would be worth nothing because of his skin tone. And I understand, in public, that sounds awful, but Comrade and I, or us, we're friends, we fuck around, it's a joke.
Yes.
And then, you know those people that try to think they know everything, and then they respond and they just, they weren't right? They were blatantly not right, and they just ruin all the fun. That was Tommy Callanan.
Yeah.
He said, well, you know, African Americans tend to have O positive.
I said oddball blood types. That's what I said.
Yeah,
you gotta get it right.
Yeah. And then in reference, he said O positive because that can, you know, anybody can receive O positive.
No.
And I said, Tommy, no. First of all, the first point I get, rare blood type, sure.
Yeah.
But it's fucking O negative, you fucking buffoon. And
well,
he said,
I still have a good one.
Stop.
I still have a good blood type.
Oh, no. Yes. I remember specifically from the military, it's O positive. And I said, no. And I pulled up a fucking blood chart because we're children.
I got Googled.
Press 1.
Okay.
Press 1 if this is the Tommy C. usual. He goes to correct someone in good spirits, I guess.
Good faith.
I was joking, ruining my fucking joke. But he's like 95% correct.
Yeah, I'll take 95.
Tommy attacks with brute force as if he's right, and then he's 5% wrong.
I wasn't attacking a brute force. I got O negative. I'm a fucking alien.
No, you know what I mean. You're like, you come in with a shot. You're like, fuck you, dumbass. They have rare blood types. It's O positive. I remember from the military. It goes to everyone. And it's like, no. You're just wrong. You're so passionately wrong that I almost don't want to tell you you're wrong.
Why don't you want to tell me I'm wrong? You're like that asshole at a bar that gets an argument, and you're like, you know what? I have my phone right here, and I'll just show you that you're wrong. So which is more annoying?
No, Tommy, it wasn't that hard. It's just me saying, actually, Tommy, it's O negative. No, I remember specifically from the military. It's O positive. No,
my sergeant told me I had the best one. Shout out to my idiot fucking friends in the chat. Yes, shout out to my Nick. Are you there? You feeling okay?
Hey, Tommy.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Okay, Nick.
My balls keep telling me to let me just let me
In general, is the gayest conversation of ever.
This is like the stupidest conversation we've ever
So fucking gay.
Well, that's good.
It's over
Because we're doing Carlos Menza, whatever his fucking name is today. All right, he's been back on YouTube for what, 2 or 3 months now? With 2 months, this guy started a serious apocalypse. Of course, he's the Vox guy that pissed and moaned that YouTube was against gay creators because I guess they allowed Steven Crowder last year to call him a lispy queer.
Carlos, Maza, gay one, whatever the fuck you like people to call you. I am a Latino too. Alright? You don't speak for me. And keep in mind, I will be having my eyes on you. I'll be watching everything that you do with a fucking magnifying glass. You damage a lot of people. People close to me, and also people that are not related to me.
He's come back about 3 months ago, and he doesn't have as many subs as this channel, which says a lot. If you make it big on like a commercial channel, like one backed, that does not mean you're going to get subs on your own, especially after doing what he did. As it turns out, he flew a little bit too close to the Democratic establishment sun, and his wings have burned, and he plummets to the earth like Icarus. And I think it's over for him. Like, done, finished, back to mom. Because it turns out, not only did Carlos Maza grow up rich, we're not talking like, you know, mom and dad had 2 or 3 million in the blank. Mom and dad sold their company for billions of dollars. Billions. So what he did last week, James Carville was bitching about Bernie Sanders. So let's see, Maza found it in his heart to expose him for being rich. As it turns out, Carlos Maza is richer. He could buy and sell James Carville. Carlos Maza doesn't like rich people. Social media, the media socialists with more than 150,000 followers on Twitter and YouTube combined regular uses of his platform to rail against the wealthy and powerful and urges fans to be skeptical of theirs opinions. Just found out James Carville, who spends his time lecturing Democrats of being too far left, he lives in an absolutely obscene 4-story mansion, Maza said. In one such example from February, blasting longtime Democratic strategist for posting a photo of Carville's own home onto his Twitter account. Dear God, can we stop taking political advice from the ultra wealthy? You know, his opinion doesn't have any more or less value because his parents are billionaires. What has less value is he's running around telling people not to listen to rich people because they're rich. If we apply, he actively hid the fact that his parents were billionaires. Billion. And you see the way this guy lived. The public records show that Vivian, Scott, Carlos, and sister Isabel all registered to vote at the 5-bedroom, 8-bathroom waterfront palace in Boca Raton, Florida. The property sold to him in 2018 for $10.8 million. And the same LLC purchased $7 million condo on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. For those who are not of the East Coast, as am I, that's the best place to live in almost the entire East Coast. That is like the most kick-ass. And this, by the way, and notice this, it's from Realtor.com. This right here, that's where they lived. Absolutely beautiful. That's something to be proud of. But in Carlos's world, that place wouldn't even be built. Cheers' total stock and options in Ultimate were valued at $17 million, with shares selling at the time for about $35 in 2019. The company was sold for $11 billion with a B dollars. $11 billion. Now, he didn't get all of that, but I bet he got one of them. But Carlos isn't done there. In true Carlos Maza fashion, New York Post reporter deletes tweets that expose socialist YouTuber's wealthy background to get his Twitter account back. Oh, that's right. They hit this guy, John Levine, because get this, he doxed. Even though this fucking house is on the goddamn market, this is what John Levine got fucking clipped for. This is the Twitter rule he broke. The very public figure's house that's listed on Realtor.com when Carlos Maza did the same motherfucking thing. And it's still up now. And it's still up right now. So don't give me this bullshit. There's no fucking bias.